Hey, students, learning coaches, parents, Mrs. Lytle here with Insight Schools. I teach English 302A and B, and I'm really excited to share something with you today. It's called the Master List, and I create this and edit it each quarter and send it out as a way to kind of preemptively answer my most frequently asked questions. So a lot of the emails or texts or calls I get from students or parents, the answer to those questions oftentimes is found on this document, and that's why I created it. So let's dive right in. I'm going to walk you around this document, and hopefully you'll feel like you know how to use it after this video. So up at the top, we simply have the title of the course. Okay. Below that, we have two important links. The first one says recordings of live sessions. That's probably one of the most frequent questions I get via email. Hey, could you give me the link to this recording? If there's ever a link that is listed here that's not working, please let me know. But I want to take away the need for you to ask for a link because they're all going to be right there. So taking out that middleman, giving you what you need quicker, you can click on that link and it will generate for you a list of our recordings in reverse chronological order, which means the most recent date we have will be near the top. Okay, so that's there for you. Oh, also a disclaimer about these links. These will all open and take you where you need to go so long as you're already logged into K-12. So what that means is if I'm not logged in and I go and click on one of these links, it will simply prompt me to log in. And then, quite frankly, I don't know what it's going to do after that. It might just take you to your home page. So make sure you're just already logged in and come pull up this document and click on those links, and it'll take you exactly where you're wanting it to take you. So this is a big one up here. This is one that you might use a lot if you need those recordings. Okay. Besides that, I have the link for our online textbook. You also should have been mailed a hard copy of that textbook. It's pretty small, but if you lost that or it never arrived to you, it's okay. Let's not stress about that because we have an ebook, and so it's not utilized in every lesson or every unit of our course, but every once in a while you will be asked to go to the Explorations textbook. That's what it's called, Explorations. So that link will take you there. So that's at your disposal. Now for the meat of the document, which is just simply a list of everything you need to know about the assignments required for our course, the assignments that affect your grade. There are activities and note pages and different things in the course that you could access and you could do, but they don't necessarily affect your grade. They might prepare you for that upcoming assignment that does affect your grade. So I'm not saying that it's, not worth your time to think about those things that show up on that document, but this simplifies what exactly is goes into the grade book. It's on this list. So if you ever have a question, hey, I'm working in this lesson in the online course, and I'm wondering if this activity that I came up to actually affects my grade. Well, come double check with this list, and if it's not there, it might be worth your while to think about those things, to engage with that activity, but it's not necessarily going to affect your grade other than preparing you to do better on the next assignment. All right, so here on the far left, we have a done column. You see it says done, and then it looks blank beneath that. The reason I have that column is because I love to-do lists. I like to check things off. I like to scratch things off. I like to know how much I've done and how much I still need to do. I'm a very visual person, so if I were a student, I would print this, and I'm asking you to probably print it, put it on your desk where you work or up on the wall by your computer or on your bedroom door, on your refrigerator, put it somewhere and use it as a list and cross off or check off the things that you have finished. That will be a visual way for you to track your progress through what is assigned in our class. You could also take it one step further. If you really like to organize and remember your grade on assignments, as you see those grades roll in, you can write the points that you earned in each box, if that's something that you would like to do. So that's what that column's for. The next one over says due date, and that column is the date that I very highly recommend you shoot for to turn in these assignments. And these are all laid out in such a way that allows some time to prepare and study and be in the course and think about the assignment, listen to me in the Class Connect, explain how to do the assignment, and then complete it and submit it. It allows all of this good, cushy time. And there's a few days in between each assignment. So if you follow this due date calendar, it will actually be very stress-free for you. It's a lot better than pushing and piling up all of those assignments until the last few days of the quarter, which never ends up making students feel really good. It feels good maybe for other times in the quarter when it feels like you don't have any work to do because you can just put it off and put it off. But then, you know, when you're trying to see that grade go up to passing and you have a day left, 2 days left before the quarter is over, that can be very, very stressful. So try to follow this due date calendar and have somebody to keep you accountable, like your learning coach, and then you'll see that actually passing this class and getting a really strong grade is totally within your grasp. Next column. It says unit, but I like calling these the numerical titles of our assignments. So for instance, I might say, hey, 1.02 is due tomorrow. That's a name for this assignment. There's also a full title, and that's what you see in the next column. Okay, so we use these numerical titles a lot. In the next column, you see what the full title of that is, and it gives a little bit more detail. So I could call it 1.02, or I could say, hey, tomorrow, discussion, what is American literature, is due. Now, obviously, that takes a little bit longer. So they have two different types of titles. Okay, the next column over is a big one. It's the amount of points that that piece is worth. It shows you how much it will impact your grade if you don't do it, or if you do it and you rock it, how much it will help your grade. So that's a good column to check in with, and I'm going to talk about that one again in a minute. The next one over is the type of assignment it is. So if you're trying to get in the right frame of mind to do your next assignment, it might help you to know what type it is. Is it a quiz? Is it a discussion board post? Is it an essay? You know, that will tell you exactly what you're going to do in the different assignments we have throughout the quarter. The last column is my favorite because this takes away so much mystery. It takes you to the exact page you need to be on to complete or submit the assignment. These links do. So it does take me some time to gather this information for you, and I completely value that because it's a very direct resource to what you have to do and where it is. It's also helpful to know the type of assignment when you're clicking on the link because some links take you to a quiz and you're going to say start quiz. Some links take you to a place to upload a document. If it's a teacher graded assignment, well, you need to have that Word document finished because that link is going to take you to a place to go upload it. And then others take you to a place maybe to start a discussion board post. So you're going to say start a new thread and start typing in your answer to the discussion question. So that's another way that type column is helpful. So those links are, I mean, just pay attention to those pages, those assignments, and you can't not pass this class if you were to do that. All right, going down to the bottom really fast, we have an asterisk here that says that somewhere in the list there's a benchmark test. So it doesn't necessarily fall into a unit. So that's referring to your STAR 360 tests. If we have one due that affects your grade, it's going to be listed, and it's not going to be in a unit. So that's why the asterisk is there. The last thing down here at the bottom is the total points possible throughout the class. And this will be helpful to know if you're really trying to pass and you want to know what 60% is of the total points that we have. So maybe you realize, oh, I need to get 407 points to at least pass this class, and right now I have 370 points. Well, I'm going to look at my missing assignments and choose an assignment that has enough points to get me to that passing range and really rock it and submit it, and then hopefully I'll be passing. So that's why I put that total points there, so you can plan and you can do what's best for you. Now I'm just going to show you one more thing, and it's something that's a little bit different. It's listed up at the top here, and as you can see, it's all a little bit different than the other assignments. Instead of a due date, it says MWS. Instead of a unit, it says all. Okay, so this row is referring to our live session attendance quizzes, and those take place on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that we have school. So not on holidays, but every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have required live sessions where myself or Ms. Gay, my team teacher, is going to give you a piece of information that you need to go submit into a quiz for your attendance points. So all of those combine to a big number of points, but each one is a little part of that amount of points. For instance, this past quarter that I taught, each live session attendance quiz was 3.5 points, but they all added to 85 points. So that's why that one looks a little bit different. They're word of the day quizzes, and they are also all listed in one page. So if you need to just access the list of all of those quizzes, that's the link to take you there. So that one's just a little bit different. Under that, they're all just standalone assignments. And using this list, remembering where things are and how to find them, this is what's going to help you master this class. This is what's going to help you get that grade you want, be it an A or even just passing. If you just want to pass, this is the tool to use. All right? Let me know if you have any questions on this, and thanks for watching.